The question of how much ammo is too much is like asking how much ice cream is too much. The answer depends on your appetite, your freezer space, and how much you're willing to explain to your doctor later. In the case of ammo, it all comes down to what you're planning to do with it. Are you plinking cans in the backyard, preparing for the apocalypse, or just stockpiling to make your neighbors wonder if you're building a private militia? First off, too much is a slippery term. If you've got a single-shot rifle and only hunt during seasons ending in burr, a single box might feel like a lifetime supply. But if you're an AR-15 enthusiast or someone who just really hates paper targets, then 500 rounds might barely qualify as a warm-up. Let's face it, how much you need depends on your purpose. If your idea of a Saturday involves long-range shooting and your neighbors involves watching you nervously through their blinds, your definition of too much probably doesn't exist. Now, if you're convinced society is teetering on the brink of collapse, 2,000 rounds in the basement might seem downright responsible, but if you're stacking so many cases of ammo that your living room now looks like a surplus store disguised as a sofa, you might need to reevaluate or at least get a sturdier floor. You'll know you've gone overboard when your local SWAT team swings by during an emergency to borrow a few cases, or when your ammo stockpile becomes a landmark on Google Maps. I mean, look at this. Who really needs two bikes? And let's not forget portability. Planning to bug out when disaster strikes? Great. But if you can't fit your ammo, food, and water into your car without needing a U-Haul, you've got some decisions to make. Hint, your family might prefer snacks over another 10 cases of 9mm. The media doesn't help either. Watching the news, you'd think owning 500 rounds makes you the star of an action movie. Police found 500 rounds in the house. Cue dramatic music and a collective gasp. Meanwhile, anyone who's ever bought a bulk box of 22 long rifle is laughing. That's not an arsenal. It's Tuesday afternoon at the range. Speaking of bulk orders, let's talk about the real MVP of ammo stockpiling: back orders. During the last ammo shortage, plenty of people panic-bought cases of 22 at prices that would make your wallet cry today. Some even forgot about their orders, only to receive 22,500 rounds a year later. Sure, their spouse rolled their eyes, but the smug satisfaction of outsmarting the market? Priceless. In all seriousness, or as serious as we can be when talking about gravitational anomalies caused by your ammo stockpile, too much. Ammo is all about balance. If your storage strategy involves forklifts or multimodal shipping logistics, maybe take a breather. Otherwise, it's not too much, just not enough yet.